Welcome on in, everybody, and welcome back to another NFL mock draft on the channel. My name is Absolute Illusion. You can also just call me Colton, though. And today, we are going to be moving down the line again with another 3-round NFL mock draft with some trades thrown in there. But today, we are going to be doing none other than the number four overall pick, the Atlanta Falcons. So the Atlanta Falcons are a very interesting team because they've got needs all over their defense. They may have needs at the quarterback position. They need help at quite a few positions. Matt Ryan's getting up there in age, so maybe they're looking at their possible future successor at the position. If you guys did miss the last couple episodes, though, I did do the Jaguars, Jets, and the Dolphins as well, the top 3 picks. If you guys want to go check those out, make sure you guys go check those out on the channel. There's a whole playlist for NFL mock draft stuff there. Make sure to check out all the videos in there. The last 2 episodes were absolutely insane. The Jets, we ended up having 10 total picks in the first 3 rounds, and the Dolphins might have been my best overall mock draft just in general. It might just have been my best one that I've done to date in terms of how much it would help the team immediately. But again, I must preface this just like I do in the beginning of every single one of my episodes, and it also says it down in the description. I am not a professional. I do not have a background in any of this. I do this solely just for fun. I love statistics. I love watching the draft. I love watching all the players in college. I want to show you guys kind of my passion for this and be able for you guys to kind of talk back and forth with me about your passions in this. Talk about how much you guys love the draft, about your teams, who you guys think they could possibly take, if you guys think I'm totally crazy, or maybe you guys think I'm spot on with my picks. I absolutely would love to hear it either way. Let me know out in the comments if you guys enjoy these, if you guys have any things I could do better on any of them. If there's a pick you liked, there's a pick you didn't like, definitely let me know. Make sure you also slap that like button if you guys do enjoy this video. Subscribe to the channel as well. It would mean a lot to me. But without further ado, we are going to hop into this video with the Atlanta Falcons. We are going to do the 3-round mock draft. We're going to do it slow, just as we've been doing, so we can kind of watch the picks as they go. All right, let's start this draft here, though. We got the Jacksonville Jaguars, of course, taking Trevor Lawrence. Who do the Jets? They take Zach Wilson in this one. We are getting a trade offer. I don't know who just went at 3, though. So this is with the Lions. Jumping back to 7, picking up a 2 and 2 5s. I don't really like that pick necessarily. I guess it all depends again on what direction the Atlanta Falcons are really wanting to go. I tend to trade back a lot in these videos. Wow. Oh, wow. That is absolutely insane. That trade right there might be one of the craziest trades that I've ever seen in the 4 videos we've done so far. The Dallas Cowboys want to trade up to 4. They are going to give us 10, their 2nd round, their 3rd round, and a 2 next year. Now again, I did just say I tend to trade back a lot, but I think that I would be a fool not to take this trade. Yes, I could take Justin Fields, or I could take Penei Sewell if he's not already off the board. There's so many ifs here. I think the Falcons are in a decent spot that they don't have a ton of holes overall in their team. They've got some big holes in the defense. You definitely need some edge rushers. You may be looking for your next heir apparent at quarterback. But I think that this is too good to pass up, so we'll take that pick right there. They did take Penei Sewell, who is the one player I might have taken for them. So I'm actually really glad I did that. I'm going to fall back to 10, though, and just kind of see who's there for us. Jamar Chase was off the board. Jalen Waddle's still there. Rashawn Slater's still there. So we're getting another trade offer, dropping back to 20. I don't like that. I'm not dropping back that far. Again, not dropping back that far. Dropping back to 11, though. Picking up a 6. I don't think I'm going to do that, though. I think I'm going to stick to my guns and stay right where we are. I'm going to decline. Trey Lance did go to the Broncos. That's kind of a bummer. That's actually one of the guys I was really looking at here with this pick. So a lot of the guys that I was looking at for the Falcons to take are off the board, which again is one of the things that you kind of risk when you're dropping back this far. But again, there's so many good players on the board. You could look linebacker. You could look Micah Parsons here. Micah Parsons, I think, would be a great fit for their scheme. You could look Rashawn Slater. Offensive tackle, again, isn't the hugest need for them. But Rashawn Slater could play guard. He could play tackle. He could play pretty much anywhere on the line. You could look at Jalen Waddle. There's been some rumors that Julio Jones could maybe be on his way out. I've heard some rumors about possible trade stuff happening with him. Nothing concrete or anything, obviously. But if they did end up trading him to save cap space or whatever they decide to do, Jalen Waddle could be a fun pick here. However, at 10, I really think one of the biggest needs on this entire Atlanta Falcons team is edge rusher. And there's a player here who I absolutely love as an edge rusher. Yes, it might be a little high to pick him, but I don't think it will be once all is said and done. So we're going to swing right down here. We're going to grab Kwity Paye. Kwity Paye is an absolute monster. He's a physical specimen. He does need some help with his technique and everything like that, but I think he's the most well-rounded overall edge rusher in this draft class. So you pick up a guy who's going to help you give pressure to the quarterback. Why does this keep happening? Why are the New England Patriots getting Devontae Smith? Why is that happening? That's the second draft in the row I've seen that. I don't want that. Make that go away. Make it go away. But again, I really think Kwity Paye would be a great pick, great fit for them at that pick there. Micah Parsons falls all the way to 17. He gets picked up by the Raiders. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. I love him there. Actually, I love either of these guys there. I think they go linebacker regardless there. Jalen Waddle goes to the Giants. That's a great pick. J.C. Horn, that's solid. Rashawn Slater, great pick for them. Samuel Cosmi could be interesting. Could play guard, could play tackle. Solid choice for the Vikes there. But let's keep moving forward. Who do you guys go? You go Rashad Bateman. Adding Rashad Bateman to scary Terry McLaurin there. That would make a heck of a 1-2 punch. I like that pick there. Christian Barmore, that's a solid pick. Christian Darrisaw, I don't know about that one. Tevin Jenkins, that's good. Travis Etienne, that's a great pick. I don't like Najee Harris going that high. Greg Rousseau going to the Baltimore Ravens. That's interesting. Zaven Collins, this is not a terrible pick there by any means. Jalen Mayfield, Joseph Osai. I like these picks. These are solid. Greg Newsome. And we are up on the clock. And there is someone who I actually would really think that they would consider taking at this spot. This would be dropping out of the second round altogether. I am not taking that pick by any stretch of the imagination. No. There is a player on the board that I really want for this team. And it's exactly who I'm going to take. I'm going to take Mac Jones. You know, some people are like, what about Matty Ice? What about Matt Ryan? Come on, what are you doing drafting him? I don't care what you say. Matt Ryan's a good quarterback, yes. He's not young. What is your deal? Kijune, get over here. I apologize, everybody. But again, Mac Jones could be an absolute phenomenal player if given the right system. He's not going to be a day one starter for you by any stretch of the imagination. But given the right system and given the right circumstances and everything, give him a year or two to sit behind Matty Ice. Whenever Matty Ice retires, you have your quarterback of the future, and that would be a great place for him to land. Now, the Eagles want to slide back about 7 picks. Slide back to 44. We'd get 37 and 150, and they would end 157. Oh, and they would get a 4. I didn't see anybody on the board that I absolutely have to have here, so I am going to decline this trade. Kadarius Toney's sitting there. Rondale Moore goes off the board. Okay. There is somebody on the board who I do like. I like him a lot. There he goes off the board, Eric Stokes. I love Eric Stokes as a player overall. I think he'd be a great fit for them. Get a trade offer. Sliding back to 57, 55. I think I'm going to stick to my guns here. I think I'm going to stick to my guns here. Kind of see who we're working with here. There's some solid players in this spot. And again, I hate that I continuously do this. I do this so frequently in so many of my mock drafts. But he is too good to pass up at this spot. And I think if he's there for you, you take him. And that's Trevon Moehrig. I've explained it many times. I love Trevon Moehrig overall as a safety. He's an amazing player. He'd be a great fit in a lot of different schemes. I think he's a day one starter as a safety. So I don't think you can pass on him there if given the chance. I don't believe we have another second round pick. I believe we still have one third round pick though. So we will just bide our time here. Take a look at kind of what's happening. Asante Samuel Jr. goes to the Cardinals. That's not a bad pick. Javonte Williams goes to Miami Dolphins. That could be interesting. Alex Leatherwood fell all the way to 56. Now, that is something I can tell you for sure is not happening on draft day. That is not going to happen by any stretch of the imagination. Slide up 5 spots. Swap fives. I didn't see anybody I had to have, though. So again, I think I'm going to stick to my guns. And we're going to stay right where we are. Dylan Moses would have been a good choice there. But again, I think there's another player I could absolutely take here, though. So I am going to kind of stick where we are. Unless he got drafted here. Decline that. Okay. So he is still here. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Do I go Chaz Surratt here? Definitely 4-3 outside linebacker. Or Baron Browning. You know, I know a fair bit. I know an okay amount about Chaz Surratt. I don't know a ton about Baron Browning. But from the little I have seen from him, wow, 6'3", 241. Wow. You know, that's the route we're going to go. We are going to give them Baron Browning. Definitely just kind of a do-it-all linebacker from kind of what I've seen with him in college. Inside linebacker, outside linebacker, kind of does a little bit of everything. And with the help that they need on their D-line and linebacker core, I think that's going to be a great pick for them regardless of where they end up sticking him. So I do like that pick for them there. That might have been our last pick in this draft, though. Who else we got here? Javon Holland goes to the Vikes. I like that. That I do like a lot. Okay, Shaun Wade goes to Washington. Okay. That's a good pick there. I'm really high on Shaun Wade. I don't know why some people don't like Shaun Wade overall. I think he's got a lot to offer as an NFL corner. Definitely would start out as more of a nickel. But could definitely work into being a very frequent rotational player. Tyler Shelvin. Okay. Dammy Brown goes to the Browns. That pick I love. Michael Carter going to the Buffalo Bills. We'll have to see what my buddy Steve thinks about that one. We do have another pick. We have 99. Okay. And I think we'd be a fool here not to take the player that's on the board. I'm going to go with Quincy Roche. It's either Roche or Roche. I apologize if I'm butchering it. I love that pick there. Definitely more of a 3-4 outside backer, though. But can definitely get after the quarterback, and they need a lot of help pressuring the quarterback. So he would be a very good fit for them there. We got the pre-draft, though. So here's our user picks. We did make one trade. We traded down to number 10, picked up a second-round pick, picked up that third-round pick there at the end, and a future 2 in next year's draft. We ended up getting Kwity Paye, the edge out of Michigan. They ended up drafting Caleb Farley. That's not a bad route to go by any means. Our draft looked as such. We got Kwity Paye, Mac Jones, Trevon Moehrig, Baron Browning, and Quincy Roche. I think that would be a great draft for them. I like all of these players to them. They all seem to fit very, very well. I will take a look and see how the Buffalo Bills did just for my buddy just for my buddy Steve so we can kind of see it. So Buffalo ended up going Javon Collins. All picks. Buffalo at the end here again. They went Josh Myers, so they got an interior offensive lineman. Very solid guard, though. And then in the third round, I think they only had one pick as well, and that was the Michael Carter pick there. Yep, that was it. I mean, that's not a bad draft by any means, but I think we did fantastic with these Atlanta Falcons, though. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments as well. I always love to hear what you guys think of this. Yeah, make sure you guys hit the like button if you guys did enjoy this. Subscribe to the channel. It would mean a lot to me. We're trying to get to 1K subs. Follow me on Twitter as well, at Absolute Colton. It makes it so you guys can keep up with anything I usually update there or in my Discord as well. I probably should start adding my Discord down in the description. I will try to remember to do that. But again, thank you guys all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace out, everybody.